And that's good because I honestly never thought of it that way. That it is gun violence.
I want to ask this question first before I go into the next part, because we're talking about gun violence. And I know it's a very simple question, but I still want to ask for our viewers, what is gun violence?
Gun violence is basically someone, they're either dying by the hands of a gun or they're getting hurt or injured by a gun. You know, gun violence doesn't simply mean that somebody has been murdered or killed. They could have been shot by a gun. They could have been pistol whipped by a gun. That's gun violence. It could have been suicides. Anything related to a gun in a violent way is gun violence.
And that's good because I honestly never thought of it that way. That it is gun violence. My thought pattern has normally been if the gun went off, then that's gun violence. I just within my work, we just did a funeral a few months ago for one of our coworkers who claimed his own life by a gun, and that is gun violence.
That's why I wanted to ask that question, because when we think about gun violence, we only think about murder.
Right.
But I'm glad you mentioned suicide as well, because that's still, it may be gun violence because it's, it's at the hand of the individual, but it's still an act of violence.
Right.
You know, so thank you so much.